Sorry, we're talking Pokemon in Dubs does his game corner because that's where he's hosting all his Pokemon related stuff. Dubs sent over a selection of cards in his collection from my collection, one of Rainbow's and one of or a few of Chirix's to get graded. We're hoping that Trash's set that I sent my stuff also gets finished up real quick, that he can show those on stream, because I had a bit of an itch to get another slab because I was waiting like 2 months. It's been over 50 days since I really bought anything. But yeah, let me show you real quick. This is my background normally. I just have the camera shifted over so you don't see this empty space too much. But these are my Pokemon cards that I got graded. You wanna look at a couple of them? I'll look at a couple of them with you. We'll start with the top row. Let's do these. Let's do these ones first, because when I made my tier list of top 40 Pokemon to collect, we had just finished a Ruby Sapphire Nuzlocke, and on my team was Mightyena, Swellow, Manectric, Altaria, and Dustox. Of those 5, I had a 6, but they died on the last trainer, Steven, so they didn't count. So I have a Mightyena. This is a pristine 10. It is a pop 1 as far as I'm aware. I could check it again, but that means population 1. There's only one card of that type in circulation that went through CGC and got this grade. This here is a Beckett 9 of Dustox. This is a very hard card to get graded, and you can see that swirl just above his head there. There's a little bit of a swirl going on. I might cross grade that to CGC as well, but Beckett has some things where if they go under, the slabs might increase in value, so maybe I hold on to it. So, and then I have a Swellow reverse pristine 10 reverse hollow. So I don't remember the pop of that one, but those 3 I have now. I have an Altaria coming in the mail off eBay that I just bought, and a Manectric that is given to me by Dubs and his wife for the community Nuzlocke. Got me a Mega Manectric. It's probably only going to grade a 6 at best because it's a little worn. That was a card that was very popular in the game because it was a focus of decks. And so it has some play on it and whitening and scratches. So if it gets a 6, I'd be happy. But I'm getting it graded because I want it to be with these ones. These are my top ones that with CGC, you can have a sane pedigree. You can put a pedigree on it. And so what they say on like this one, it says Delicious Cinnamon Nuzlocke Oris 2024. So you can see that back there. Yeah. So this card, along with 2 others, one being below it and the other, are going to have that tagline on it. Let me show you some of the other ones before we get into these real big ones, because these ones are special. These next 6 here. I should also say that CGC is one of like 4 or 5. So you have Beckett, CGC, PSA, which is the main popular one right now. Ace is coming up in the market. And then there's one over in Japan. And CGC used to be like this with the blue label, which is really nice with this Kyogre. It's a 9. And I believe this was the first one that first slab I ever got from Dubs. I think that was one of his pull box / stadium raffle things. These are the other ones I picked up at my first show. This Lugia, grade 10, Japanese. I like it. I collect both English and Japanese. The Japanese ones are easier to get in a higher grade because they're more consistent. This one here is a Latias from the movie. Alto Mare's Latias from the movie. The promo card that came with it. This is a Zera Aura that's a 10 just because it's in my top 40. And then these two. These two are different. They're not Pokemon. I had to get the waifu from One Piece, Carrot, and in a 10. That's in Japanese. And then I got an English waifu, Wanda, in a 10. Why I got this one in particular, besides being a furry degen and loving the waifus there, that actually was on eBay for sale by Chum Lee of Pawn Stars for like $30. And he pulled it himself and had it graded. And I thought that was a great story just to have. So I got this pristine 10 Wanda, Pop 1 from Chum Lee himself. I think that's great. Gooner, listen. These ones aren't anything special to me. I kind of was on Whatnot. So like 3 of these, this Japanese Celebi in a 10. Not attached to it. Might give it to a guy. Energy 9.5 from CGC. They don't really do 2 or 0.5s too much anymore. It's unique. Can't remember how much is in the pop of that or why somebody would get an energy graded besides there actually is no swirls on that. My bad. This here though is going in the collection because it's one of those, you can see they change from Poochiana to Mightyana. It's a 7, which, it's not bad, but it's an older kind of card, so it's a little worn, but it's very neat. So this here is another kind. This is PSA. This is how these slabs look, and you can see they look different just in like the color, the clarity, the label. Zera Aura, I might get it cross graded from an 8 to something else. This Houndoom was also from Whatnot. It's a 5.5, it's not worth much of anything. It's probably better to crack it and just have it in your binder. It doesn't do anything for the value of the card itself. Okay, now for the big ones. These 5 are the most valuable ones, or like most expensive, besides being also sentimentally valuable. This here came from Dubs. As you can see, it is the CGC blue grading, but if you look close, it's actually not a pristine 10, but a perfect 10. There you go, perfect 10. And CGC does not grade a perfect anymore, meaning no more can be added in this grading. Then I got a Mint 9 Sneasel. Paid about shy of $300 for this. It's a Rocket Sneasel. There was a lot of hype going up for the new ETB. It was listed for $1,000. I was like, PSA is going for like $250, and he's like $300. I'm like, all right. This is a Dark Marowak 10. Another low pop. I love the vibes of it. Paid more than I probably should have for it because I love Marowak, but it is what it is. These next 2, during the end of the Oris, this Nuzlocke run we did with Dubs. This one anyway got pulled from that stream. Moose and Dubs had bought packs of Ancient Origins for whoever completed the Nuzlocke, and they had like 7 of them. And people were choosing, this guy's turn, this guy's turn. Okay. It gets to me, and I pick one, and Dubs is like, that's a good one. He doesn't know anything what's in there. We pulled the fucking chase card. This is like in a 10 would be insane amount of money, but to get a 9 is still like $350. And then I swear it was the same stream, we get this Arceus V-Star in a pristine 10. So the fact that I pulled those 2 big ones, $300 easy, is what's wild to me. But they will stay in my collection forever. So those are the ones in my collection. When I get the new ones coming in, I'll show those 4 before I put them in the display. Hey, how's it going? A few days later, and I got the 4 cards in the mail, plus a little something extra from a friend. But I just heard back from Dubs and Trash. Trash's set has been shipped back now, and Dubs had shipped his new selection out, and it has been received by CGC. So we'll be getting more cards soon, and I will be waiting again for another few months for new grades to come through my last set. So we'll see what happens with now and then, and what cards I want to send in for another grade, because I'm gonna fill that up. I might fill up some more. One of them that I picked off eBay just this week is this Stack Attacka. He's just a silly guy. Just a pile of bricks. There you go. Yeah, it's a pristine 10. Japanese. Pop 100. This Altaria reverse hollow. It is a pop 23, I believe. It's not pristine, but it's still a 10, which is wonderful. In that, I got from same seller this Sneasel from 2008, reverse hollow, another 10. And then I picked up this Charizard and Braixen pristine 10, which is, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Sneasel was like a pop 5 or something, but this is a like pop 200 some. There's a lot that hit a 10 here, but it's been going up in value, and I like it, so I picked that up. Then a friend of mine, Yuo, sent me these cards from the Hell of a Boss series they were doing. Human Luna, and then the Beachwear Human Luna as well. Yeah, and then with it I got sticker. Yeah, just Human Luna, because you know she's so great. Wait, what are these? And then there's a pin. So thank you, Yuo, for those. And I will be adding these cards up into that back wall there. So until next time, take care and be safe.